There he is. Alright guys, what we doing today, we actually just got done working that rock shoreline where we shot that video at DockSide TV. We're sticking with the shrimp creole, one of the main colors we used over there. Fishing that rock shoreline, and on the way in, saw the tide was perfect. Figured we come fish the corners of the two bridges, stopped here at the twin span. There we go. Oh, that sucker jumping out the water like a bass, like a bassie. So when I like to fish the south end of these two bridges, you know, the 11 and the twin spans, when that tide's nice and mellow, because it really can rip here. We were going on our way home, pulled in, saw that the tide was perfect, then we'd make a few casts, and bam, there they are. And another thing you're going to bump into when you're fishing these bridges, like don't be surprised if you hang a big one. It's going to be, when it's a drag peeler, it's going to be one of them big bull-sized redfish, which we've hung into some of those already since we've been here. But this is what you want to be catching while you're out here. I'll tell you, one of the best parts about fishing this bridge, you know, you might get on one side and the sun's beaming into the bridge, but one side or the other is going to have all of the shade. Right now, it's dead in the middle, full of shade. As the day gets warmer and hotter, oh, look at this one. I got him lassoed in the chin, a little bit of everything. But when you want to target these bridges is whenever that tide's just nice and mellow, barely breaking on the bridge pilings. You come in here whenever it's peaked out, you're just not going to be able to get that bait to the bottom. And I highly recommend fishing at least a 3/8, if not a ½ ounce, when you're looking for these chunky trout on the corner and the ends of the Highway 11 or the twin span. The depth, too, the speed of the current's a little bit faster. So you got to cast it out there and give it a minimum of a 10 count, maybe a 15 count, depending on the tide, how heavy your jig is, before you start bouncing that retrieve, you know, back to the boat. And you want to just keep dribbling that lure off the bottom. Now you got two different sets of style poles. You got poles out here that are 4 or 5 in a line, and they're straight as an arrow. And in some of the support systems of the bridge, they're crossed like an X. And those have a little bit more poles. I do find the ones that are crossed like the X are a little bit more consistent with providing bites, but you can't really just focus on them. Whenever the fish are on the bridge, you're just going to simply drop that trolling motor down, fish each piling, each set of pilings, and then just keep going down the bridge. Now what you want to do is pattern these fish, figure out where they're hanging out. Sometimes they're dead up in the pilings, sometimes they're way up off the bridge, and today where we're finding them is, where the current's blowing that lure off the bridge is where the bites are coming from. They're not really dead up underneath the bridge, and that varies day to day, and you kind of got to figure that out. So I'm just kind of throwing towards the front piling, and I'm letting that falling tide push it out towards, the middle of the bridge. And you can fish the middle, you can fish the other side. You typically want to be on the down current side of the bridge, because that current is so swift right here. It's very, very complicated to work. There he is. Good one, good one. Come on up here, baby. Come on up here. All right, well, we shot 2 DockSide TVs today. We started off on an episode you saw earlier in the month, fishing the rocks on the south end of Pontchartrain. On the way home, stayed with the Shrimp Creole. Figured we'd take a little peek at the twin span, and bam, beautiful trout. You know, these south end of these two bridges are a great place to fish on slow tide ranges like we have today. So, hope you enjoyed this episode of DockSide TV. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we fish everything from here to Florida, and subscribe to the monthly bait box. As one of our best-selling lures, the Shrimp Creole Matrix Shad, will be in this box from matrixshad.com. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the bait box. Till next time, guys, good fishing.